Is it just called Private Idaho?
Private Idaho, yeah.
And it's from the Wild Planet LP, released 1980, August 27th.
Oh, really?
And,
Special date.
Very special day. It's 34.44 minutes long. And it was recorded in Compass Point Studios in the Bahamas.
Oh, my God.
I know, yeah.
Everyone fucking recorded there, didn't they?
I guess so, yeah.
Look into your recording studio history and you'll find all your favourites.
I was going to do that, actually, but I forgot. But one that I think might have been recorded there, or maybe actually never saw the light of day, was the Happy Mondays one, because they went to Bahamas.
Right, okay.
Bez broke his arm in lots of different places whilst on some kind of 4x4 adventure after doing tons of drugs, and they just spent loads of the money. Oh, yeah, it was the one that destroyed Factory Records.
Oh, right, yeah. That appears in the 24 Hour Party People movie, doesn't it, I think?
Exactly, yeah. They didn't come back with much.
I think around the time that the B-52s first got big, they had to find like a proper manager. I think they had a manager, but that person didn't really know what to do, and the band didn't really know what to do. So Talking Heads said, well, come and meet our manager, Gary Kurfirst or something. And I think there was a pipeline from Kurfirst to Island Records. They were signed to Warner Brothers in the US, but they were signed to Island Records in UK and Europe. And the founder was, what's his name? Is it Garrett Blackwell?
Don't know.
Chris Blackwell.
Chris Blackwell, yeah.
He was the founder of Island Records and also had the Compass Point Studios because he was from Jamaica.
Ah, hence the name Island Records.
Yes. And do you know why Blackwell had so much money to be able to set up a record company and a recording studio?
Why? I don't know.
He was one of the heirs to Cross and Blackwell.
Oh, the makers of Branson Pickle.
Yeah, he's Pickle money.
It's Pickle money.
So all this new wave cool stuff like Talking Heads and
it's all Pickle money. Oh, wow.
and Grace Jones and Eno and all that kind of stuff. It's all Pickle money.
Brilliant.
It's not actually all Pickle money because his other side of his family was from the Lindo family, like this banking family that had been movers and shakers in world trade for like 400 years or something, you know.
Oh, wow.
His mother was an heiress to this massive fortune. So he got given like 10,000 to buy, I don't know if he bought a record label or I don't know if it was a label and the studios or he bought the studio, but he managed to set up a whole system with this inherited money.
Wow. Brilliant.
Pickle and banana and sugar and slaves.
Okay.
This kind of money.
Yeah. So like all the artists, they rely on the old Tate sugar money and then the pickle money for the musicians, the musos. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cross and Blackwell make baked beans for a while.
They make, or did Cross and, is HP Cross and Blackwell or not? No, it's not. They made Marmalade.
No, that's Heinz, is it? HP or not? I don't know.
No, HP's different to Heinz. Unless they're all the same bloody... that's how they do it, isn't it? They give you two brands, and then you have to choose between the two, and they own both of them.
Yeah. It's like the fucking political system, isn't it? You give two different types, and then people go...
Two parties, and they're all doing the same thing.
It's actually all the same. Yeah. They're all part of the same gang of pedos, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Lizard lovers.
People.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, though, Pickle Money. And he was the executive producer on it as well, apparently.
He was, yeah. He was the overseer. I think he was the kind of sit back in the ivory tower and let the plebs do the production work and put his name as an executive producer on things.
Well, you say plebs, but Rhett Davies was the producer on Wild Planet, and he's got some,
he's got some kudos.
He's got some kudos. In fact, he produced an album by one of our favourites.
Iggy Pop?
No. One of our favourites.
Peter Gabriel.
Pod. Of course, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Selling England by the Pound by Genesis was engineered by him. Don't think it was produced.
He was an intern at Ireland and then became an engineer working on Brian Eno records and then I think went up the food chain and then became producer. I think this is one of his earliest production jobs, The Wild Planet.
Right. So reviews for the Wild Planet album. Spin gave it 7 out of 10, Select 3 out of 5, Rolling Stone 5 out of 5, but a lot of critics thought it lacked the production detail and flair of the debut.
Well, I think the band would probably argue about that. I know Fred was really unhappy with it because on the debut album he made them write "Play Loud" on the artwork because he thought it was so. He uses the same term in all the interviews, "Rinky Dink."
Okay.
And I think Keith, the drummer and songwriter, was so unimpressed by it. It's like they've spent 35 grand or something on it to sound like what they could have done themselves.
Yeah.
But Blackwell's point was like, well, you sound good like you are. That's why we signed you. That's what we want to put across. And it worked. So fair dues.
Yeah, I think it does sound really good. There's something a bit more pleasing about the first one in a pop way. Wild Planet does sound pretty raw, full of madness, and it's confrontational, I think. It's good.
There were co-producers on this one.
Were they?
The band shared the production credits.
Yeah.
Which they didn't on the first one. Like, oh yeah, you just do whatever you want, you know. They obviously didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have much of a history. They got together, played a few parties, started playing in New York, and then they just got picked up because they were obviously exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been reading the Party Out of Bounds book about the whole Athens scene.
But they moved out by that time, haven't they?
Yeah. They didn't really want to leave, but there wasn't big enough venues, apparently, and there wasn't enough going on.
Yeah. We talked about their link to New York, which was Jeremy Ayres, who was working with Andy Warhol and helped them write the 52 Girls song. They're in the alternative gay art culture of Athens, and then they would naturally drift towards the centre of that kind of culture, which would be New York. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't realise Athens was so far in the south. It's a university town. It's a small place. Lots of students kind of bored, but doing cool art degrees, learning about cool shit.
Yeah.
But having no way to express it, so they just made all these kind of parties and dressed up. Not exactly sort of overtly like a gay scene, but it was kind of pretty bisexual or whatever.
Yeah. Just alternative in
That sort of
general.
thing.
It's where the freaks go and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But different to sort of the New York scenes and things like that. Quite different.
Well, just, yeah, I guess.
More
just
innocent.
Not as developed, yeah.
So it reminded me of a lot of people from Brighton that I grew up with.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
playing around with stuff, having fun, getting drunk all the time, having parties, and we'll just do this because it's funny.
That's exactly, yeah, I mean,
and silly.
I think that's the thing that the B-52s came up against was music critics trying to find kind of more meaning in their stuff. And they just like, well, no, we're just a party band.
Yeah, critics were talking about what's the meaning? Oh, the B-52s, the bombers. Ah, I see. Yeah, this is hidden here and there, and it's just not like that. They're just basically a dance band, and this is a dance song. We've had another dance song, Izukuro, dance number, which I think is
Soul Man.
Like Soul Man. Yeah, we haven't really had too many others.
Louisiana Woman. It's pretty dancey.
Yep. Okay, the third dance song then. Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a dance song. Most of B-52's output are dance songs, and they're very jammy. Whereas this is a bit more neat and poppy, kind of contained. Whereas a lot of their songs, especially if you go to the second half of their albums around this time, some of them are like 6 or 7 minute long songs of just yelping and jumping around the riff, basically. And that's how most of the songs were written. Ricky Wilson would have a riff, the drummer would play a surfy kind of drum beat, and then they'd go off into their improv, arty improv.
Yeah, it's like surfy, garage, 60s.
And girl band stuff on top of that. And then you'd have this Fred Schneider bit, which is the more kind of... Because I always put these guys... I always thought of them as the same band as the Cramps. Because my dad had both tapes in the car. And I'd put those two things together because of Fred Schneider and Lux Interior, is it? This singer from the Cramps. They have a similar kind of delivery of this kind of horror, spooky, cheesy voiceover thing that was ripping off TV, ripping off public service. Yeah, all this cheap kitsch stuff.
Totally. I mean, I was really trying to sort of think about Schneider and his vocal. It reminds me of, it's a mixture of like American version of Rodney Trotter or Neil from the Young Ones kind of thing, or like Kermit the Frog.
Do you think it's dopey?
Dopey.
Yeah.
Like Neil from the Young Ones.
Or Rodney Trotter.
Yeah, it's just that sort of like really like...
It's monotone.
It's that guy, the monotone guy who talks like, can't really talk very well or something, or just sounds a bit sort of touched.
Yeah.
Or like a cartoon baddie.
Yes.
American cartoon baddie.
I've heard Fred's delivery being described as Sprechgesang, which is a German word for speaking in song. So you're speaking, but you do go along with the rhythms and the melody of the song.
Yeah, and that's like an operatic term, right?
Yeah, it's an operatic term, yeah.
Sprechgesang.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Now you're in Germany, you should fucking know how to say
Sprechgesang.
Sprechgesang.
This was pioneered by Schoenberg and Wagner, and also Schneider has a German heritage. I mean, he's called Friedrich
It's called
Schneider.
fucking Schneider. Yeah.
I don't know if they say that because he has got German heritage, but he's also like a crazed local TV advert salesman. You know, like a bit like the guy from RoboCop. What's it?
Yeah.
What's his
I'll
name?
buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1. Yeah. But he also has
Totally like that, yeah.
the spiv tash and the cheap suit that kind of complement that image as well. So he knows what he's doing. They all know what they're doing with the image.
Completely, yeah. They don't talk about it too much, and maybe they don't even know to even talk about it. They just know.
Yeah, well, I think that comes from the ad-libbing of how they write songs. Not really going there with much idea of what they're going to do. I'm thinking of the singers now, whereas I think Ricky and Keith have a bit of a plan with the song, and then they present it to the other guys, and then they riff off each other, and that's why you get all those kind of, like in Rock Lobster, you get the fish noises and the different animal noises. You know, in their studio, riffing and coming up with lyrics that way.
Completely.
Fred was a poetry writer, so he would have some kind of lines that he'd already had ready, I suppose, probably trying to fit it in somehow.
Yeah. Kate's voice, which is apparently a mezzo-soprano, and within opera and stuff, typical roles for a mezzo-soprano would be witches, bitches and britches, sort of nurses, wise women, villains and seductresses.
Right.
Or male roles, trouser roles, as they're called. Because it has this like warm lower register and an agile high register, and it's ornamented and fast, rapid.
Well, it's definitely character driven. They all have their characters, the vocalists in this band.
Completely.
Fred's character is probably the biggest character, because the other two girls, I had trouble.
I don't know. I think Kate sort of rules it because of the musicality. The maddest stuff she does always ends in a sort of a long note, which sort of it's pleasing, and it comes back down from the madness kind of thing. I never listen to him so much. I'm always like, what's he going on about? Why is he even there? I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, but don't you find that the girls are interchangeable because they cross over a lot and they will sing?
I don't even know. I don't know what Cindy sounds like. I just always think it's Kate, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because
obviously
a lot of the songs I've listened to recently, I thought that was Kate. No, it's Cindy. Cindy pushes her voice more than Kate does. So if you hear it kind of cracking or starts to scream or something, that's normally Cindy. And I used to think that was Kate.
Right. And are we going to have that problem with this song?
No, because Cindy only backs up on the chorus. That's why this one can be classed as a duet.
I see. This is how you went there. Right. Okay, good. So, Idaho. What's the relevance? I don't know much about the place, but...
I don't think they do either.
I don't know. I think they might know a bit. It's a majestic hidden gem known for low cost of living, low crime rate, strong economy, and outdoor adventure scene. 82.9% white. Median age is 42. 67% families. 3-1 white collar, blue collar. And 10% are Mormons, and they always vote Republican. And they're not the most social people, and they're very respectful. Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
From AmherstMadison.com, real estate agents.
So you're going to move there? Are you going to get a place?
Well, no, I'm not. Definitely not. Sounds a lot like Norway.
They've got the Yellowstone Park is there, isn't it?
Ah, right, yeah, Yellowstone. Is that where the Flintstones live?
Oh, Flintstones. Don't talk about the Flintstones. Bloody hell.
Because did they do a soundtrack to the Flintstones?
Well, the BC 52s did.
The BC 52s? Who are they?
They're the B-52s, but with a C implanted in there.
I thought so. Yeah. So, did they actually make the Flintstones theme tune? Shut up. Flintstones. We're the Flintstones. Family. I just
Did
did
they
a
write
very
that when they were
vague
like
bit of research.
3-year-olds?
Oh God, did it come out a lot?
What, the Flintstones? It's
that?
fucking
I don't know.
60s.
I wasn't fucking alive in the 60s.
Yeah, but you can tell by watching the Flintstones when it was made.
Well, I haven't watched it for a long time.
Obviously not.
No, but they covered it anyway.
They did do it. I was honestly thinking, oh, can I fit this in there? But no. I mean,
The Flintstones.
yeah, it's more of a kind of ensemble piece. Should we get back to Idaho?
Okay, so it starts with
Yeah.
completely unhinged cuckoo clock, or just playing cuckoo vocal gesture or motif from Kate.
Yeah.
It wouldn't seem out of place in the BBC Nature Sound Effects library.
Or on the Spirit of the Forest single
Yeah,
that had a
totally
bubbling casino solo.
It's cuckoo. It is a cuckoo. It's like, no, I can't do it now.
All that while she's playing the Korg synth bass as well. The doom, 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 doom,
Dun. Tricky. Unless you're Kate Pierson.
Then Fred comes in with "You're Living in Your Own Private Idaho."
Yeah.
Kate comes with "Underground Like a Wild Potato."
Yeah.
Don't go to the patio. Beware of the pool.
Yeah.
It kind of brings this feeling of something's coming. It chimes with their B-movie love, you know. It's like a foreshadowing of what's going to come soon, actually. Because what comes at the end of the verse is the Twilight Zone bridge.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes you think, right, they're talking about something spooky happening. Because that's the musical archetype for spooky or paranormal.
True, yeah. I didn't pick up on that, but of course. Surf beat. Beware of the pool, the bottomless pool.
It leads you straight through the gate. Then it's becoming a bit mystical, like maybe you go to another dimension or something.
But then it just goes back to you're living in your own private Idaho. Get out of that state. Get out of that state you're in.
Yeah, that's where it becomes a bit more like, well, you could think of it as political.
I think it's sort of political. I mean, they were like called faggots and stuff because it's in the South. That's what I always forget. Like they're from the South.
Well, they're not.
They're from Athens.
They're from New Jersey. The two that we're talking
Okay.
about are from New Jersey, and they moved down to the South.
Okay, but they live in the South.
Yeah,
And,
for a few years, and then they go back to the North.
Yeah, but they get some shit from the locals a bit, you know.
Well, Kate gets an accent.
She gets an accent.
She talks like she's from the South.
Yeah, it's weird that.
And then you think, oh, this is all an act. They are an act. A nice package to be performed.
Yeah. Going back to the Own Private Idaho lyric, there's this whole sort of thing against the mainstream of that town, frat boys calling them faggots, and the Idaho people who are the Republicans, and get out of that state you're in. You're in your own private Idaho. You're disappearing into being straight, basically.
Well,
It's an anti-straight song, but not straight in like gay straight, but just straight society.
yeah, but also, is it not talking about survivalists? The people that kind of go and live on their own. They buy a ranch, lock themselves in, and they kind of fence off everything and say, like, what's that, Charlton Heston? You know, you're going to have to take it out of my cold, dead hand.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Take my rifle out of my cold, dead hand.
But it seems kind of parochial for them to be saying that because they probably don't know anything about Idaho, the total opposite side of the United States than they are.
True. Maybe it's a common thing to kind of just like...
It's a signifier.
Yeah, it's probably within cool new wave culture, Idaho's a diss.
Yeah.
It's a bit like in Wayne's World when they go like, "Hi, I'm in Delaware."
It's like Straitsville.
Don't be so straight and boring, you know.
There's another theme to it, which is social fear, because it's like, keep off the patio, keep off the path. The lawn may be green, but you better not be seen walking through the gate that leads you down to the pool. So in Alicante, I used to live in an urbanisation, which is basically a big block of flats. And then you have a shared kids park and a shared swimming pool and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's for you. But then you feel like, oh, other people live here and they've lived here longer than me, and people come and maintain it all, and it's like, it's not quite yours. Do you know what I mean? And these mundane rules of keep off the grass or don't play ball games, it kind of limits you, and you have this social fear of going outside and doing something wrong, or, oh, I took that seat and that other person always sits there at this time of day, and now I've sat there, and it's like, you kind of, oh.
Yeah, gated communities kind of thing going on. Bit like sort of Supercan, like J.G. Ballard.
Yeah, just about going into a certain little society that you're not quite part of, that you're meant to be part of.
Yeah, there's plenty of places like that around here. And everyone's just like, I'm a family person, and I've got my 2 children, and they're playing on the slide now. And then someone else would play on the slide as well, and sort of be like, yes, we've got children, we're good. And it would be really weird if you just went and sat down, had a beer. Like, you'd get stares. People would actually report you, probably.
Yeah. I always feel more comfortable in shared social spaces when I'm with my son. Because I can always like, well, I'm here with him, and I'm here because of him. Like, I'm in the public park.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm being a
with
parent.
Your child.
But then
being a parent.
If you go to a public park, walk around on your own, and you walk past all these people that have got kids and doing stuff, and you kind of feel like a bit of a creep. I don't know, like, you know, just what are you doing walking around? Why are you walking around?
Yeah.
This is like what my dad says about where he lives. He doesn't see anyone walking around except for if they've got a dog. So he feels a bit weird if he's walking around. Everyone else has got a dog.
That's why people get the dogs, because that's the only way they're allowed to walk around. They're not allowed to talk to each other unless they have a dog, and then they can go, oh,
yeah.
Oh, my dog, your dog, the dogs. Yeah. Okay, bye.
But it's this weird social anxiety about, you know, just being yourself in some place is not enough to conform to what's going on. You've got to have a reason to be there. And my reason is just, okay, well, I just want to walk around a park. No, that's not quite enough. You know, you've got to have a bit more than that.
Yeah, come on.
Like in Spain, everyone's having a picnic on every bench. You know, if you're walking around your own, it's
could
a bit
be
weird.
a bit of a pedo, you know, why he's hanging around the kids' parks, you know. Dodge. Well, dodge.
And like they say in the song, down to the pool, fraught with danger, because you have to have eye contact with someone else you don't quite know. The pool is full of strangers, they say.
Right, yeah.
So you started trespassing in a hotel, like, even though it's meant to be for you, and it's like all for your comfort. And it's like, well, this isn't comfortable at all. Sharing all the amenities, it's not comfortable. It's awkward.
Yeah. And this B-52s are all about like breaking through that, I guess, aren't they? They're just wildness and abandon. There's so much abandon. It's totally avant-garde, isn't it, really? But not in a sort of serious furrowed brow way. It's not furrowed inwards. It's furrowed like upwards and outwards with a massive wide sort of...
And it's back-combed.
Grin and back-combed. Open-mouthed grin, like, yay! And it's there to sort of irritate people, isn't it? They want to irritate, I think. And they have joy in irritating others, like, and flummoxing people.
Yeah. We know people like this. You know, we know.
We probably are people a bit like this.
Well, a little bit, but I know people that are more like this. People that would go to festivals and dress up in wigs and stuff and act the goat and try and get in people's faces.
A bit like we would get chucked out of parties, not for being really that bad, but just for laughing at people.
Yeah.
And they laugh at people. Yeah. And like, we're not doing much bad. Like, you can't really chuck us out. Oh, you have? Okay.
Oh, here we are, outside again.
Here we are, outside again. There's another one down.
It's really cold. So. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, we're in Hackney Wick. It doesn't matter. There's one downstairs, upstairs, around the corner, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, going back to the book. The amount of partying they do in Athens, slight bit of nihilism to it. Like, party, fun. There is no meaning. There is no morning after. Like, comparing it to country music or whatever, it shares the kind of wildness of some of country, good old stuff, but there's no pathos or church in the morning, no hoeing my row, no doing my duty or anything.
Yeah.
No sins to be doing penance for.
It's libertine.
It's all good, like a libertine. And there's no talk of angst, anger, or revolution. And it's all sort of seared from the consciousness completely.
There's no moral.
There's no morals, no. Which makes it kind of nihilist.
But that's dance music.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't normally involve morals in dance music. Dance music is more just about the moment. There's no history weighing on its shoulders like a ballad or a folk song. Obviously, there's folk dances, but they don't normally have lyrics, or they're very minimal. Go round and round, do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If it's related to country, it'd be like a square dance.
Yeah, but it's that with theatre. The personalities and the costumes and...
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a show.
It's a show.
It's a show, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like a sort of a game show host kind of, because they never break smile. It's always almost too big, the smile. And it's all just like, it's all good, we're all talking and it's all fine. Ah. I find there is a darkness, unhinged thing about the B-52s. Which is cool. Slightly scary, but
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think that's why music critics were looking for something deeper within it.
Yeah.
They wanted to find something. And it's like, well, they're just reflecting American trash culture and camp TV and retro futurist stuff, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
Naffness and kitsch. I mean, of course you can find stuff underneath that, like what drives that, but it's stylistic, really.
Yeah. They just love to party, and Athens was all about different parties. And I listened to a bit of Pylon today.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've heard Pylon before.
It's quite good, actually. A bit more arty. But
I mean, they ended up, like, B-52s ended up having people from Gang of Four in their touring band and stuff.
They sound a lot like Gang of Four, actually.
Yeah, I mean, some of Wild Planet, like the guitar noises, yeah.
Atonal.
Yeah.
Play an open guitar, like, and stop it.
He had an interesting style, that guitarist. A lot of it was driven by the bass lines, like da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But then he'd fill it with a high bit, so like da-da-da-da-da, ching, da-da-da-da, ching, ching. And he split his guitar in two because they started playing with this guitar that had the G string missing, and they didn't replace it because, you just don't do that kind of thing when you have no money and you're in a shitty band. You just don't bother. You just like, well, I'll just play with what I've got. So he'd split the guitar in half, where he played the driving bit on the bass string, and then he would add stuff on the high strings.
Cool. Yeah, no middle string.
Yeah, that became the style. You can hear that through pretty much all their albums until Cosmic Thing, I suppose.
Do you think that's like really original? Like, or do you think it's very Gang of Four influence, or is Gang of Four before that?
It's the same kind of time, isn't it? Yeah.
But I remember the first time I heard that sort of guitar playing, right at the tuning pegs, he played that.
Yeah.
It goes ching. It was Rage Against the Machine that introduced me to that.
Oh God, right. Well, that's way later, isn't it?
Tom Morello doing that sort of thing.
This year, in 1980, when this single was released, B-52s were asked by Paul Simon to be in his film One Trick Pony. Paul Simon is the main character, kind of folk artist that's become out of favour with the populace. And B-52s are kind of used as a symbol of the new wave. There's this scene where Paul Simon plays this song and everyone claps, politely. He goes off stage, and then the B-52s come on, and the crowd just go fucking mad, crazy, and they play Rock Lobster. This is the new kind of music, and Paul Simon's music's not interesting anymore.
Yeah.
But also in this film, there's some so-called Zucchero alumni.
Really?
Lou Reed plays the trendy up-and-coming producer that the record company has thrust upon Simon. So Simon has to record this new album with this guy. But also, Lou Reed's partner, Sam Moore, is in this film. When they do like this kind of revivalist show at the end, and it's like Sam and Dave, the Lovin' Spoonful, it's all these 60s artists, and they're shown as like proper music, proper soul music.
Yeah, proper music. Yeah.
Whereas B-52s are this like, ooh, it's the new thing, might not last very long,
Yeah, Fly By Night. Yeah.
This is their second year of being famous, so they're like, yeah, I suppose we'll do that. But it's a little bit of a dig by Paul Simon. It's like, well, yeah, this might look kind of cool and fun, but it's not proper.
But everyone's going to come back to folk music soon, in a year or two, everyone will be listening to Simon and Garfunkel again, and everything will be fine.
Everything will be fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, though. Paul Simon's bandmates are played by top session guys. And 2 of these top session guys have played on our favourite, or the world's favourite inspirational duet, which is...
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Never gives up, does it? It never fucking...
It gives up. It keeps coming back.
It fucking keeps coming back. Everyone's like...
it's so vital.
Yeah, I didn't realise. So they played on this.
So Tony Levine, who played the bass, and he plays the Chapman stick, you know, the great bass on Don't Give Up.
The what?
The Chapman stick. Yeah, it's like a weird bass instrument. And also
wow.
Richard T, the pianist, who played the gospel bit of Don't Give Up. You see
Really?
Paul Simon's band in this film, yeah.
Wow. It's a small world. The Zucchero world is...
it's really tightening up, isn't it?
Smaller and smaller. It's tightening up, yeah. I was thinking about the sort of operatic thing.
Sprechgesang.
Because you got the Sprechgesang. I mean, like...
Sprechgesang.
Whatever it is. The Sprechgesang.
Sprechgesang.
There does seem to be something very operatic about Kate Pierson, at least.
With the...
Yeah, and the costumes, and the big hair, and the over-stylized sort of thing of it. And it does rear its head around this time, like, quite a lot. I was thinking about Pet Shop Boys. Left to my own devices, there's a massive operatic section.
Right.
And that's released around the same time, I think. In the 80s, anyway. Didn't really check that
in the big old window of the 80s.
Yeah. And you've got towards the end of the 80s, the big British Airways advert, which is all this operatic stuff.
Ah, right, yeah.
When advertising really went, like, mega, and it set the bar. And you have all these people on a beach dressed in different colours, and they all come together to make the British Airways symbol, and the Concorde flies across.
It's very much like a Coca-Cola advert.
Well, it's very much like it's ripped off the Coca-Cola advert. Also by McCann Erickson, the advertising agency, which you cut out of the last one where I mentioned that, so I'm going to try and get it in there.
I'll cut this out as well. Don't you worry.
No, we got to get McCann Erickson in there somehow. I'll just have to re-edit it or something. And I think B-52s are responsible for that sort of operatic tinge to some of the 80s pop. Hope we can get to Pet Shop Boys one day. Obviously,
well, there's
we could.
The obvious one,
yeah. Oh, actually, there's more than the obvious one, though, isn't there? There's electronic and everything as well.
Oh, God, didn't think about that, yeah.
With
Bernard Butler? No.
Sumner.
Bernard Sumner.
Sumner and Tennant, yeah. Oh.
Bill Paxton was in a New Order video, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he was in... Catherine Bigelow directed a video. You remember the one where they're pretending to be a hair metal band? What's it called? Touched by the Hand of God. That's it. Paxton's in that one as well.
So Paxton sort of just seems to sort of circulate around somehow.
He was a new wave guy, you know. He was a real big new wave guy.
Have been.
He was in other videos as well, like Barnes and Barnes, and they did a song called Fish Face or something.
What's his classic line in Aliens?
Oh, something man.
Yeah, just kill them all, man. Also like,
oh, fucking hell. It's when he's freaking out and he's like, oh, man, we're fucking dead, man. We're fucking alien meat, man, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Something I really cannot fucking remember it right now.
Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, yeah. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, love that. That gets quoted in rigging quite a lot.
Yeah, we use that in contemporary parlance, don't we? We use game over, man.
Totally.
Oh, did you hear the clam chowder story?
Hit me with the clam chowder story.
Apparently, Paxton was in Titanic. I can't remember him being in it, but he was.
Yeah,
And,
he was. Yeah,
He was, yeah, you remember.
but is he? But where?
I can't remember. I don't know.
He's not the. I hope you enjoy your time together. That's not
I
Paxton.
don't
is it?
know. No, isn't that Billy Zane? Billy Zane.
Billy Zane. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
He's got
Paxton.
some good quote.
I don't know what Paxton did in it, but he was on the set with obviously Cameron and the lot.
He's a Cameron fave, isn't he?
He's a Cameron and Bigelow fave, yeah. So apparently someone spiked the clam chowder with PCP.
Shit. What?
They don't know who did it. They don't know if it was someone of the crew, if it was someone of the catering, whatever. But the whole crew ate this clam chowder. And they all started to fucking bug out. And apparently 150 crew members all went to the emergency room in this tiny little town where they were filming. He said that he's looking around and people were freaking out, dancing the conga. And he thought, right, well, this is too much. He just went home and drank a case of beer to get him through the trip.
Yeah.
But they never found out who spiked it.
So it's in some sort of little town where they had a big enough swimming pool to sort of reenact the Titanic. Shit. Wow. All tripping their nuts off.
Tripping their nuts off, yeah. Go into this hospital thinking they're going to die or whatever. Because they all thought because it was clams, maybe it's fish, those kind of weird.
Food poisoning.
Yeah.
Food poisoning can be pretty trippy.
We haven't talked about this song for about, I don't know,
ages.
An hour.
Yeah,
so really, we should square this off.
Okay, yeah. As a duet, it's very difficult to see it in the same light as all the other duets we've done. Even
it is.
It's very difficult because it's really just. I'm afraid, Tom. It's just a band with two singers singing at the same time. It doesn't feel like a duet.
No, it doesn't.
Because they're not talking to each other at all.
They're doing the same.
They are.
This one character.
They're projecting the same message.
But we've had that in other duets.
Like what?
Soul Man. I Can't Stand the Rain.
Yeah.
A lot of songs that were sung from a single person's
point of view.
And then they've turned it to a duet, which a lot of duets are. When you go through the Matrix, there's a lot of...
Yeah, but I think what it is the guest thing that's normally there in a duet. It's like,
yeah,
hey, you, me, cool. We haven't worked together before. Cool,
exactly.
let's try something out. Yeah. Actually, I think most, if not all, our previous duets have had that sort of star synergy, brand synergy idea behind it. And this doesn't have, of course, any of that. These two always work together and they always deliver one message. And the one message is the B-52's message. And so there's no intrigue in that way at all.
Yeah. It's one message coming through, two singers.
Yeah, it's like a bassist and a drummer laying the rhythm section down.
In tandem.
In tandem is the word, yes.
So we're really just trying to forge a way through the universe to get back. And we have to go through this because there was no other way.
Yeah.
This is the bottleneck that I was talking about in the first episode. As soon as you squeeze through this, we'll be fine.
The doors will open and the green fields will appear and the sun will come out. Because the next thing we're going to go to with Fred Schneider, is it going to be, can I guess?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm probably wrong, but it's Ramones, perhaps?
The Ramones? No.
Oh, that was it.
That's not where we're going, no. We are going to keep up the high tempo and we are going to go with a huge, massive, what do we call them? White dwarfs.
You get me excited.
Really?
A huge, massive.
A huge, massive, supermassive start. Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle. Who's that again? Wow. Who's that? Yeah.
Patti LaBelle from the band The Bell.
Who are they again?
You don't know The Bell, you don't know Patti LaBelle.
No. Got some research to do.
All right, well, Patti LaBelle is all-encompassing in this duet matrix. She's everywhere. That's why we're out at the bottleneck.
Great, but who the fuck is LaBelle? This is amazing.
She's as big. She's probably as big as Stevie Wonder, Elton John, in our Matrix.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah. And also, you know, I said I could do it in 7. I've managed to get it down to 6 now.
Good. The magic 6. Yeah.
With some peeking around corners and lifting up carpets and looking under rugs.
Lifting up paving stones. That's good. That's good. Surf beat.
Corks in place as well. The lines like. He'd fill it with a high bit, so like. With a.
It's cuckoo. It is a cuckoo. I was going to try and do it.
Yeah, try doing that when you're playing the bass.